Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Michalowski from ForexLive.com. I'm going to take a quick look at the Nasdaq index. It's moving sharply to the downside, the biggest mover to the downside, down over 1.4% currently at the moment, even despite sharply lower yields, with the 10-year now down around 10 basis points and the 2-year down around 15 basis points. So what's going on? Let's take a look from a technical perspective what the charts are saying. Now we know that the U.S. stock indices have been moving to the upside, and although the Nasdaq index has yet to reach its all-time high price, it has been extending higher and higher and higher. That is until we saw some selling yesterday and again more selling today. The market gap lower at the opening after earnings releases last night, including Microsoft and AMD and Alphabet. Market just seemed to not love the data, and as a result, we're seeing some pretty decent selling ahead of other earnings on Thursday, including Apple and Amazon and Meta. NVIDIA shares are down minus 2.68%. AMD's shares, which announced last night, are down minus 4.5%. Google shares are down minus 6.3%. That gives you an idea of the sharp moves to the downside. Now, technically, looking at the Nasdaq index, the price gap below the 50% or 50-hour moving average. That's a black line in this chart, and continued its move to the downside over the last few hours of trading. And you see this blue line here. This blue line represents its 100-hour moving average. Now the price has traded above and below that 100-hour moving average. Back here, we gapped below that level and moved down to our low price in the early January. We moved back above it here and traded below the level, and then gapped below it again here, but then gapped above it, and that helped to lead to the rotation to the upside. So we have seen in 2024 moves above and below that moving average level, but each of the time that the price had moved below, we did get a fairly decent rotation back to the upside. In trading now, that moving average is what? Moving to the upside. Over here is kind of sort of moving sideways. Over here is sort of topping out. So now the moving average is moving to the upside, and we're coming down to meet that moving average. That level comes in at 15226.28. And in cases like this, you kind of want to see the price hold support against that level. If the price can hold above that 15226 level or thereabouts, find support buyers, and then we could see a rotation back to the upside, but the battle will be on between the 50-bar moving average above and the 100-bar moving average below. Conversely, if we do break below that level, it would increase the bearish bias, and we then start to look toward the 200-hour moving average. Note back here when the price moved lower, we did dip below that 200-hour moving average, but then quickly failed, and then started to use that moving average as support before moving to the upside. Over here, on our way to the downside here in the first week of January, price moved below that 200-hour moving average and did find sellers against that level near here before breaking back to the upside, and then it was a race higher above that moving average. So that's going to be another key level that, if broken, it would open the door for further downside. If we do hold support against that level, could see a rotation to the upside. By the way, the 38.2% retracement of the move up from the November low to the high price that we saw in this month comes in at 14453.07. That happens to be close to this level right here and this level right here. So if we do see some more concerted selling in the Nasdaq index, keep that level in mind. You never know. For now, we're just looking to test the 100-hour moving average. Let's see if support buyers come in against that key level. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.